Hello everyone.
I'm tired, but hi guys. I'm tired. He's the cooler one. I'm also the milkman, but I'm also just tired.
Yeah. So welcome to the Milk Fridge. Today we're going to be talking about a couple different things that happened over the last 2 weeks since the last time we recorded. So a lot of interesting stuff has happened. We have had two very big tournaments happen for two big things. We've had the Smash
Supernova.
Yeah, Supernova happened.
Formerly known as SmashCon.
Great upsets in Supernova. Some amazing upsets in Supernova. I was very happy about that.
I actually got him to watch a Smash tournament for like the first time in a year, it feels like.
Yeah, and I watched most of it. I watched a good I think I watched most of it.
You watched most of day 2 and good amount of day 3, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah, I watched a good chunk of it. And then we also had Pokemon Worlds, which I watched all of because I'm a huge Pokemon fan, so I watched all of it.
I think I watched most of it outside of a day 2 match where I legitimately fell asleep during. I'm sorry, but
Gardevoir match.
It was
boring.
It was Gardevoir Jelly versus Goldengo,
versus
and
Goldengo.
It's like, dude, there is nothing happening. I am so tired, and I literally just fell asleep and woke up to like Grimmsnarl versus Typhlosion. I think, I don't know.
Yeah, so there are a couple things that we kind of have a somewhat of an order that we want to talk about things in today. So we got a couple new cards. So I think we're going to talk about TCG first, and then we're going to talk about the Smash, and then we're going to talk about a little bit more Pokemon, and then we're going to go back into Smash, and then that's pretty much what we're going to talk about. Kind of alternate, just give it a little bit of a spread here and there about what we're going to talk about.
Spread like a spread deck.
I think there's going to be a lot of shorts made about what we're going to talk about today. So if you want to wait about what we want to talk about, so you don't have to skip ahead and see, you could probably wait for the shorts to come out because there will probably be a lot of shorts made about what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, some fire shorts for. I'm not gonna diss on the short community. Never mind. I was gonna say the folks that have no attention span, but I've found myself on shorts a couple times. So
I think the first thing that we need to talk about is at Worlds we had a couple of new cards introduced to us for. The set's not officially been released. The set name has not officially been released, but we kind of already know the name. It's Phantasmal Flames.
Yes, and if I'm correct, it is supposed to be a premium set, just like your Prismatic Evolutions. And with the new set, we also have those new SARs that have the old Mega text on it, which I love it. Super nostalgic for me.
Let's get a little bit into the cards that they announced. But before we do that, actually, I feel like we should actually talk about something that came out before that we didn't talk about last episode because I completely forgot that this came out after last episode. So they released some battle decks.
Wait, hold on. Before that.
Oh, wait, I forgot they released stuff before that. Okay.
So literally the day after we recorded the podcast, the Play Pokemon app got released.
Oh, that's right.
The day after.
Yeah, so we were going to talk about the Play Pokemon app, but we didn't know anything about it. And then it got released literally the day after.
It was pretty peak, and I've been on it a few times. I have it downloaded. I kind of like it. It's very, very dry, I think. But, for it just being just out of the nowhere.
It literally lets you look for tournaments.
Yeah, it's
that's the whole point of it. It lets you look for tournaments, and it lets you sign up for tournaments.
It also lets me know what I place at tournaments, too, because...
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's a pretty good app then.
Yeah, I think one of them said, I think it's a little delayed, or maybe it's the people who put in the tournament score are delayed.
Yeah.
Because I think I got a week ago it said I placed 5th at a tournament, but I was I didn't go to next level last week, so what?
Was it Magic Corner then?
No, because the last Magic Corner we went to, I got 3rd, right? So
where'd you get 5th at? Then?
I think I got 3rd at the next level, but it got inputted literally a week ago today. I don't know.
Okay, that's weird.
Well, yeah, you can see your tournament placings there. You can also see what days you've entered tournaments. You could see tournament schedules. And
very cool. It's very cool.
I
would say.
think in the future you should be able to register for tournaments on the app,
Yes.
so that'll be nice. There's a cool little card decks in there. There's also badges for like what you place. You know, you get like a badge for like winning a cup, a challenge, top 8ing a regional or something like that. It's pretty neat. Now we can get onto that.
Okay, so recently, well, kind of recently, not as recent as the Worlds thing, but about a week and a half ago, we got battle decks released in Japan. They got announced for America too. But these battle decks are Gengar, specifically Mega Gengar and Mega Diancie decks. Mega Diancie, we're just going to throw that out the window. We really don't care about Mega Diancie. It has an ability that says it takes 30 less damage.
We should
discard 2 Psychic Energy, and it does 120 more damage, and it does 120 base damage, and it does 240 max. It's kind of bad.
I think the Mega Diancie sucks. But the card that's in that deck is kind of good.
The stamp thing?
Yeah, literally Dark Patch.
Yeah, it's Dark Patch, but for Psychic type.
Yeah. I think that's probably the best card in that deck. That deck
100%.
thing.
I think that probably boosts the Mega Gardevoir even more. Because Mega
Of course.
Gardevoir does more damage based on how much Psychic Energy is attached to all your bench Pokemon. Well, to all your Psychic type Pokemon. That's going to boost your damage out even more. So, you're just doing even more damage with Mega Gardevoir. So you're just boosting your damage even more. So, that obviously it's going to be a good card.
Yeah.
So the cards in the Mega Diancie build and battle, or the Mega Diancie.
It makes sense.
Wow, I'm talking like Little Dark Fury right now. I need to slow
down.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, guys.
The card, the deck.
I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited for what's about to come up. So I'm trying to.
The deck is it's okay. It makes sense. You clearly see what you do. You put on Psychic Energy on a Diancie. You discard it. You can use your item to put it back. And then you attach another energy. And then, wow, you can do 240 again. That's pretty cool.
240 is a decent amount of damage. But if you're hitting into a Dragon type, I guess you have a weakness with Lily's Clefairy.
That is true. It's really cheap to hit for, but it's also like... So is Clefairy itself.
You're a Mega.
Clefairy costs the same energy count.
Yeah.
And is a 2-prizer. And it definitely has much weaker taking capabilities, but... The liability...
I think if you're going to run a 3-prize Mega Psychic type...
kind of just Gardevoir. Which, we're going to see Gardevoir a lot. Well, yeah, we've been seeing Gardevoir a lot recently. For some good and some bad reasons. But we got a card that might counter and change this matchup right on its head. Because we... with the other deck have Mega Gengar EX, and this card, I got so many ideas cooking up, and I want to use all of it. I want all the dark types to thrive, but let's get into the card first. We have an ability that states from Mega Gengar EX, which is also 350 HP. I forget its retreat costs. I think it's like 1 or 2. It's fine, like whatever. And even if it's high, big air balloon. We've got
stage shoot, so big air balloon from 151.
Yeah, we have a ability on this card that says if your opponent's Pokemon EX knocks out one of your dark type Pokemon.
No. You're saying the thing wrong. You're saying it wrong. You're thinking about a different card. If your opponent knocks out one of your Pokemon with damage, they take one less. If your opponent knocks out one of your Dark type Pokemon with damage from an attack, they take one less prize.
That was what I was gonna say.
But you said with EX Pokemon.
It is
any of their Pokemon.
No, it's EX.
It's with any of their Pokemon. It's not just EX Pokemon.
I'm sure.
I'm looking it up.
I am
right now.
I am confident.
I'm looking it up right now. It's not EX Pokemon. I don't think it's EX Pokemon. I think it's any Pokemon. I'm going to look so stupid when it says EX Pokemon, but I swear it's any Pokemon.
Okay.
I swear up and down. If it's not, then I think Gengar's the worst Pokemon in existence, because there's so many 1-prizer decks. Keep talking, because I don't want to look stupid.
So, taking one less prize whenever your opponent's Pokemon is going to knock out one of your Dark-type Pokemon is the weirdest buff Dark-type could have gotten, and is really good. Because...
Damn it, I was wrong.
Yeah, it's
Damn
EX. Now,
this card sucks.
Now,
This card sucks.
most attackers are EX.
Man.
And into the Gardevoir matchup, they kind of attack with Screamtail and Drifloom.
Yeah, but for weakness. So...
Yeah. And you're like, taking one less prize in certain decks where you use a one prize dark type attacker, like, we're going to mention Ancient Box. Like, Ancient Box's main attacker, Baby Moon, your opponent knocks it out, they don't take a prize. That's a lot. That's kind of stupid. Because they would have to be like, alright, we gotta boss up the Mega Gengar. Problem being, the Mega Gengar's got a pretty good attack still. 2 Dark Energy, 230 damage, and you move an energy to a benched Pokemon. That's a lot of damage.
Bro knows too much about this Gengar.
I love this Gengar. This Gengar's crazy. It's also weak to Fighting type. Not Grass type, it's weak to Fighting type.
Yeah. Which makes no sense, by the way.
Yeah, because it's a Ghost type, being weak to a physical typing, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing there, but whatever.
You know, it's whatever. Pokemon.
It changes up the typings for Dark types, which makes it better, but...
It also buffs fighting types, I think, which buffs the Lucario.
I mean, have you seen the... Gengar is weak to Lucario, Lucario is weak to Gardevoir, Gardevoir is weak to Gengar?
Oh, so it's a triangle.
Yeah.
Huh.
Or we
Okay.
could replace Gardevoir with Diancie, if you really wanted to.
Now.
Okay, I figured.
Now.
But yeah, another thing to think of, the boss at the Mega Gengar, they knock it out.
It's
This
only a 2-prizer.
Gengar is a 2-prizer, technically.
If
to
they knock it out with an EX.
with an EX Pokemon. Its own ability makes it a 2-prizer. So this isn't a 3-prizer Pokemon till like majority of the meta. And may I also say, on the world results, we were really talking about like Crustle and Typhlosion. We did not see that many
We'll get into that in a
at
second
a top
because-
level. But because of like, I guess them not doing that good, and this card being like centered against EX, that's not really a huge problem.
So if you look at the mega sets, you'll notice right away we don't see a lot of single prize attackers.
Yeah, we don't.
We actually see a lot of single prize
support.
support.
It's complete
And we
opposite.
see a ton of 3 prize attackers. And if you notice, so another card, so we see 2 more cards that we'll talk about in a second, but one of the cards I'm just going to go ahead and mention, we see a, what is it called?
Oricorio EX.
Which is a 2 prize supporter card. I'm not going to mention what it does yet because it ties into another card that we're about to talk about, but it's a 2 prize supporter card. They're really leaning into you are going to have to attack with a 3 prize in the active.
Yes.
And your opponent's either going to have to knock out this 3-prizer with another 3-prizer, because your 3-prizer has so much HP that they're going to have to send up another 3-prizer to knock out your 3-prizer. Or they're going to have to take a 2-prizer and sacrifice a 2-prizer. Or they're going to have to take a 1-prizer and sacrifice a 1-prizer and deal a little bit of damage. And then take a 3-prizer and then knock it out with a 3-prizer. And then you just send up something that you have prepared on the bench to knock out their other 3-prizer or something like that. And the prize trade gets all wonky. Basically, they're trying to set this up weird. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, especially because we just got Brave Bengal.
Yeah.
A card to strictly buff those single prize attackers.
And now single prize attackers just kind of suck. And again, if anybody out there watching the podcast right now wants to correct me if I'm wrong, if they've looked at the card list more than we have, because trust me, I've looked at this card list a ton.
I haven't really
do
looked
not
at it.
see any single prize attackers when I look at the Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia card list. If you see any single prize attackers, please leave it in the comment section down below. Please. I want to look at these cards, and I want to see them.
I will say one of them that I'm interested in is the Tinkaton.
Is it from Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia?
Okay. It's really like, I guess, bad, but the circumstances are right. It can do like 260 for like maybe like 1 steal.
Okay.
But it's like if I'm correct, the Pokemon has to have it's something with like your opponent's Pokemon having like damage counters or energy on it, and then it'll do less based on that. But if not, it can just do a clean 260. So like that's nice.
Okay. But yeah, again, if you want to correct me, please correct me. I really want to look into this more. This is something I really want to look into. Single prize attackers, I think, are going to be huge in the meta. So, yeah. But anyways, the two next cards that we need to talk about in the meta.
Oh yeah, I want to talk one more for the Gengar. We could with the Mega Gengar, you know, one less dark type prize. You got the Monkey Dory EX, and I know the card really sucks. No, it doesn't flip a coin.
Oh, is it just guaranteed take one less
Guaranteed.
prize? Oh.
As long as Petra EX is there, you're thinking of the Fez and Dippity.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can make a 2-prizer, a 0-prizer. That's pretty funny. And you could also maybe like find a way to make a 3-prizer, a 0-prizer if you use some like legacy energy trollery, I don't know, something like that. It's funny. This Gengar's funny.
Pouring Moon.
Pouring Moon 0-prizer. That's a deck I want to build. I think that'll be funny. I don't think it'll be good. I just think it'll be funny.
Yeah.
But we'll see how far Mega Gengar gets, and we'll see how far these other Megas go.
Yeah. So, we've got two more cards to talk about. One of them I already mentioned, Oricorio EX. So this Oricorio is going to directly buff Mega Charizard X EX.
XEX.
Not the Y EX. We don't know if we're getting a Mega Charizard Y.
I feel like they would have showed it. I don't know.
I think they would have showed it too, but, you know, it's Mega Phantasmal, or it's Phantasmal Flames. I think we could probably see a Mega Charizard Y in the set.
Probably. It looks like it could be a Charizard set, because like special set, we did have Flash Fire back in XY, which was like, entirely Charizards.
With like 1 million Charizards in it.
Yeah, like that set was literally a special set dedicated to just a bunch of Charizards, and it's crazy expensive.
But let's talk about this Charizard. This Charizard has 370 HP, if I remember correctly.
That is the other. That's the other Mega. The Charizard has like 350.
Oh yeah, the Charizard has 350. The Charizard has 350 HP, no abilities. But it has an attack.
One attack.
2 fire energy, and it says discard as many energy as you want from as many fire energy as you want from your Pokemon, and it deals 90 more damage for each fire energy you discarded in this way.
Yeah.
Basically, better Raging Bolt, but worse Raging Bolt because it's only fire energy. But it's also better Raging Bolt because it got buffed by another card.
The Oricorio.
Oricorio EX. This Oricorio EX, basic EX Pokemon 2-prizer, has an ability that says, as long as you have a Mega Fire type in play, as often as you like during your turn, you can attach a Fire type energy to your benched Fire type Pokemon. This includes the Mega Oricorio. So as long as you have Mega Charizard...
Mega Oricorio?
Sorry, I said Mega... Megas are rolling through my mind. Megas are going through my mind. All that's going through my mind are Megas.
Leaks.
Yeah, leaking. All that's going through my mind are Megas. So as long as you have Mega Charizard inactive and Oricorio on bench, you can start loading up that Oricorio with fire energy, and you can start attacking with your Charizard, and you can start hitting the big numbers. And it's just, you can start hitting an insane amount of damage. And it's like...
I mean, it's 90 for every fire energy. And as often as you like during your turn, that's a lot of fire energy.
The only problem with this that I can see, Superior is rotating soon.
Yes. Which is also bad for this and Goldengo. Raging Bolt.
Or not Raging Bolt, I guess. Because, well, yeah, Raging Bolt, because Sada's also rotating soon.
Oh, no! Oh, no, Baby Moon. Oh.
But we're not talking about that today. So, yeah. And we got one more Mega to talk about. This is actually a decent Mega. I think I'm going to talk about a little bit why it's a decent Mega. Okay?
I have a few ideas for it, but yeah.
So, Mega Dragonite.
This one's 370 HP.
370 HP. 2 retreat cost. Kind of sucks. 2 retreat cost. This isn't really that bad because of its ability. Its ability states that once during your turn, you may switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. At any point during your game, you can switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. The Dragonite doesn't have to be your active Pokemon, and your Dragonite doesn't have to be the bench Pokemon that you switch with. So you could switch any of your bench Pokemon with your active Pokemon. You could switch Mega Charizard, your active Mega Charizard with your benched Oricorio if you wanted to.
It also prevents retreat lock.
It does prevent retreat lock. It prevents so much stuff. Unfortunately, again, it's another stage 2, but, Rare Candy kind of fixes that, so Rare Candy's also not rotating anytime soon, so
yeah,
we're safe from candy rotation.
Its attack is also decent.
I'm gonna talk about that.
Do you have the same idea I'm thinking?
Eel.
Yep, we're thinking the same thing with the eel.
Double eel on bench.
Double eel. Yep.
Double eel.
There you go.
Just put someone with free retreat cost inactive.
Yep. There you go. That's what we needed.
If you have double eel and you have a fully charged up Dragonite, you attack with the Dragonite. They go to attack you, right? The only supporter you need to play next turn is Wally's Compassion to fully heal your Dragonite.
Or you could just play boss if you're funny.
Yeah, or you can just play boss.
Because boss got a reprint, guys.
Yeah, boss did get a reprint. Azul's kind of mad.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad either.
I can boss hands till Iron Hands rotates. Come on.
But you use the ability, switch into a free retreat Pokemon, use the eels to put both electric energies. Oh yeah, by the way, the attack is 1 water, 2 electrics. You discard 2 energy from the Pokemon and you do 330 damage to active.
330 is a lot.
330 is a lot of damage. It's a dragon type, so it doesn't hit anything for weakness, unfortunately. But there are a decent amount of megas that does hit.
I think, honestly, you could just put, 1 Vitality Band on the Dragonite.
One Vitality Band.
And that's pretty much 1-hit KO on anything besides, 3 megas.
Yeah.
Which is...
That hits
pretty
the
good.
Lucario, that hits the Mega Abomasnow, right?
I think that's 350.
Ugh.
One off.
Just put Max.
Don't. I was gonna say don't put him. Now Maxwell's kind of funny because now it's a guaranteed 1-hit KO on anything, but that isn't
Maxwell's
using here.
Actually really funny. I think Maxwell would be so funny in that deck.
You could 1-hit KO anything as long as they don't have HP buff, or as long as it's not Mega Kangaskhan with defense buffs.
Okay? No, we're not gonna talk about that right now. Basically,
the Kangaskhan's kind of growing on me a little bit.
Stop. Just stop. Don't.
It's
Stop it with the Mr. Beast pose. Stop it with the Mr. Beast pose. No.
It's not that bad. It sucks, but it's not that bad.
I'm going to use Kangaskhan on my... I'm going to draw 2 cards, and then I'm going to switch on my other Kangaskhan, draw 2 more cards, and then I'm going to drain it.
It's got a good ability. It's gonna have good tanking capabilities, and its attack's not terrible.
Flip a coin. I'm pray.
Flip a coin. It does 50 for each coin flip. If you embrace your continuous coin tossing on the gimme ghoul energy right there, this is pretty much fire.
TCG Live hates you.
TCG Live will love me because I have Pocket installed on my phone, and that's a buffer.
Okay, we're done talking about this. We're done talking about Kangaskhan. Okay. So, those are the megas that we got introduced to, and a couple combos we could think of.
We also had the new SARs featuring... We already said this.
We did already say this.
It looks cool. Part 2, it looks cool.
But yeah, Part 2, they look really cool. We did get more SARs for the Gardevoir and Lucario, though. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know. I know they look cool.
It's for prismatic. It's a prismatic type, so I think it's fine.
It's so early though.
Not.
It's so early. They literally just got SARs.
Okay, well, we don't know when this set's coming out. This is fantastic.
It's coming out in December.
That's a decent time.
That's the next set.
No, Mega Evolution's coming out in September, right?
Yeah, September. And then the next one's coming out in December. That's the 3-month gap.
Oh. Is it
October,
really
November, December.
Is it really that long?
Yeah, yes, it's a 3-month gap for every set.
I could have sworn it was shorter than that, but
No, it's a 3-month gap for every set.
Okay. I think it's fine because they're probably gonna put like the Gengar in there, and the Gengar can have an SIR instead of just being like a battle deck exclusive.
I'm just saying, I think they released him too soon.
Yeah, but it's Charizard. Like Charizard's on the front. People are gonna
Okay.
No one cares. Like Charizard pre-orders 5 booster boxes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So now we have the cool part. Worlds.
Let's go Worlds.
Worlds was so interesting. Here, let me rephrase that. Everything up to top 8 of Worlds was so interesting for Masters Division. Juniors and Seniors Division was so fun to watch. Well, what we got to watch.
Yeah.
Juniors and Seniors Division was so fun to watch. Masters Division, everything up to top 8 was so fun to watch. Top 8 was so boring. I'll be honest. Top 8 was boring.
The top 8, I think the top 8 was still interesting because half of it was Charizard and Zoroark,
Yeah.
which we literally thought, yeah, this is not a good pick.
So if you want to see our predictions, we did make predictions on the last episode of the podcast. So
I remember I said like 3 Dragapult. We only had 1 Dragapult.
yeah, 1 Dragapult and
There was
1
no
Guardy.
There was no Grimmsnarl. There was only 1 Dengo. I think I was right about the Gardevoir. I
you
might
were
have
right about
said
the Guardy.
I might have said 2 Gardevoirs, but I remember saying there's not going to be that many Gardevoir players in
Yeah.
Top Cut.
Yeah, I
and
said there were going to be 3 Guardies. And
Yeah.
there was only 1 Guardy.
Gardevoir's a rare pick, but it's the best pick.
And guess who won Worlds, guys?
The Gardevoir won Worlds, by the way.
Carried.
Whoa.
I'm not doing it. I'm not okay. Anyways, let's just talk about top 8 real quick.
All right, top 8 we had 2 Zoroark EXs, 2 Charizard with the Pidgeots featuring Dusknoir lines, which is really good. We had a Raging Bolt using the Noctowls. We had a Goldengo build. Goldengo build featuring Togekiss from Surging Sparks, piloted by the mastermind Piper.
I think Piper Lepin should have won the whole thing. Okay.
We were talking about yesterday, Piper totally should have won it.
Piper got so screwed over by the triple gimme cool prizes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That
So,
was so
let me put it in
screwed
perspective.
up.
Game 1 happens, Piper loses, and it's like kind of close, but it's still like rough.
It was very rough.
Game 2 happens, and
Piper
wipes with some of the clutchest moments ever, from a Togekiss getting you an extra prize card from a good coin flip, and to flip the script to double superior energy retrieval. And it's just like, what was this comeback? 5 prizes right then and there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And then
next game happens, and
she prizes 3 gimme ghoul, and it's like, what do you do? What do you? She pulls her first gimme ghoul. She's like, okay, I got 1 gimme ghoul in my turning hand. I'm gonna put it in active, not thinking anything of it. She puts the 1 gimme ghoul in active. I think she went first. She passes. The opponent, I think she was fighting. Who did she fight?
I don't. The Dragapult.
Yeah, the Dragapult. Now this Dragapult was playing very aggressive. This Dragapult has candy. I think it was like a candy something play. Or like something manages to knock out that
The Gimme Ghoul before it evolves.
And then she goes back in to look for more Gimme Ghoul.
No, I remember what happened. She prize checked. And let me tell you, Piper has a crazy poker face, because I see her face like literally locked in. It is locked in, looking at the deck, no emotion whatsoever.
Okay,
and you see 3 Gimme Ghoul prized. Do not make any expression. You cannot let them know that you have 3 Gimme Ghouls.
Did she use Buddy Poffin to look through the deck?
She used Buddy Poffin and got out the Togepi and a Gimme Ghoul. And that's already kind of like a red flag, because where's your other Gimme Ghouls? Hey, where's your gang? Where they at?
Togepi?
The Togepi?
You a little confident there?
You're trying to take an extra prize card, man? But like, yeah, it's. I remember what happened is
Is your hand that good?
I think Genesect was like her starting Pokemon, and she used Air Balloon to go into Togepi and like passed, and then the opponent bossed up the Gimme Ghoul, knocked it out. That sucks. Go back in the Genesect. Night Church to the Gimme Ghoul. Hope if it gets up next turn. They boss it up again and knock it out. And it's like, okay, you're. It's.
I'm telling you.
I don't know what to do there.
If Piper would not have prized all 3 Gimme Ghoul, winner of Worlds.
Definitely. The matchup, like, after you beat the Dragapult, who did the Dragapult play after? Was it the Raging Bolt?
Yes.
I think Gholdengo could have beaten that. And then after that, it would have been Gardevoir, which is a winning matchup.
Yeah.
Because, well, wait, did the Riley use the Jelly? I forget.
I think Riley played a 2-1.
2-1? Okay.
No, wait, Riley wasn't playing Jelly.
Okay, then I think Piper could have won.
I can just look at the deck list. I'm stupid.
Right. Point being, Piper...
Riley was not playing the Jelly line.
Okay, so yeah, I think Piper could have won Worlds. But, like, what do you do in that situation? There's nothing you can do. Outside of put on a good poker face and try to just have a turn of a Gimme Ghoul and have it set up.
Because if you can get a Gholdengo out and you can get, like, Energy Search Pro and you can get to those Gimme Ghoul prized, if you can get a good 2 prize turn and you can get 2 of those Gimme Ghoul out, you've won.
I think what happened was she got a 2 prize turn. None of them were the Gimme Ghoul.
Right, because it was the
top 4.
Left.
So she
took the top left and then the middle 2.
Yeah, and she took the bottom 2. No Gimme Ghouls.
I would have cried. I think I would have scooped.
That's heartbreaking. It's actually heartbreaking how that just unfolds. Like, and let me say, yesterday I also had some pretty freaking bad prizes.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. We'll talk about that after.
These prizes recently been going crazy.
Somebody said ban prizes. Like, go to TCG Pocket rules, where you do points instead of prizes. Where you do 6 points instead of prizes. And honestly, I kind of thought about that, and I was like, that's like an interesting idea. I don't know how I feel about that.
There's a part of Pokemon that I can say that I enjoy prize cards, because you never know what happens in a game. In a perfect scenario, no scenario is ever perfect, and that's like what can like dictate
TCG
certain
Pocket is the
games.
same thing over and over again because the deck is the same every single time.
Yeah. Now, when you're playing and you're prizing cards, your routes have to change. Like, I'm gonna bring up the tournament report a little bit. I went up against Raging Bolt.
Yeah.
I really want my eel line because I'm playing Joltik Box so I can chain Pikachus, but my eel is prized. Took 2 prizes, never got it. Took another 2 prizes, my eel is still prized. And I was just like, yeah, I got nothing. And I seen them get a Professor Sawdust, an Energy Retrieval. I was like, yeah, you just got game. That sucks.
Yeah.
That just sucks. I don't know. There's nothing I could have done, but like, yeah. I think...
Was it the guy that was running your Energy Retrieval too?
Yes.
That's so cool. I like how that he just traded your Energy Retrieval and started using it immediately. That's so cool.
Yeah, it almost makes me want to use my other card that I pulled yesterday in my Joltik Box deck and like Riffle Shuffle it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to kill you.
Okay. But yeah, sometimes I think prize cards... It's definitely a topic that people are conflicted on, but I think it's okay. But when it happens this bad, it starts becoming a point to...
People are so... Well, I think if people are really concerned about it to a point where it's like game-changing, just play Redeemable Ticket. Just play a copy of Redeemable Ticket. That
is true. There is Redeemable Ticket. And I think if it still kind of gets bad, maybe Hisui and Heavy Ball comes back in the game.
Yeah, Hisui and Heavy Ball was definitely like... I think Hisui and Heavy Ball should come back.
I remember seeing in a Zol clip where he's like running Terra Box before rotation. 5 Terra Pokemon are prized.
And he had the Hisui and Heavy Ball.
Yeah, and you only get one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Hisui and Heavy Ball, I think that's a good card to have back in format. I think there should be more prize manipulations.
But we're getting a little off topic here.
Okay.
We're getting a little off topic. Well, let's get back to the tournament run. So in first place, we had Riley McKay playing Gardevoir.
Straight Gardevoir line.
Just straight Gardevoir.
Ain't no jelly.
Ain't no jelly in sight. We had Justin Newdorf. This was his first year in Masters Division, by the way, which is why he was so shaped.
Dang.
He was playing Dragon Ball Dusknoir. He did really well against Riley McKay, by the way. He was 1-2. He went 1-2 against Riley McKay.
That's good then in a matchup like that. Like, you can't ask.
Nakagawa. He was playing Raging Bolt.
With the outline, I don't know how you feel about the outline. 'Cause I remember there was a topic discussion over, is Noctowl the way to go?
Yeah. I think I like the Owl. I think the Owl is really good. What else are you going to fill your bench with?
You could run more Ogerpon.
Yeah,
But you already have Area 0, and Owl's kind of just good. But I also just feel like, do you need Owl? Raging Bolt's really consistent. You don't really need an Owl. Like, USADA, like your Sada and your Teal Mask, that's kind of your draw engine right there. That's a good enough draw engine. And it is a liability to, like, some amps, but besides that, it's still kind of fine, I guess.
Yeah. In fourth place, we had Junya Tanaka. Yeah, Junya Tanaka. He's a Japanese player. The Shizuki, oh my gosh, I'm having another the guy before who played Raging Bull was also a Japanese player. Junya was a Charizard Pidgeot player. I think he was running the Dusknoir line too.
He was.
Yeah, he was running a 2-1-1 Duskull Dusknoir line. Dusclops Dusknoir line.
I like that deck. That deck's pretty cool.
And then we have Ojvind.
Oh, this name. This name. Oh, okay.
Finland. He's from Finland.
Ojvind Svenhudfrin.
He's from Finland. He played Charizard Pidgeot. He also ran a 2-1-1 Duskull Dusclops Dusknoir line. He placed 5th. 6th place, Mateus. And then last name I can't pronounce, Poland. He played Zoroark. This Zoroark, very interesting. I thought Zoroark was such an interesting deck.
Zoroark had a crazy performance here. For everybody was just like, yeah, Zoroark sucks. Don't run Zoroark until, I mean, like, right now, I don't know, man. Zoroark
What's crazy
is really good, and the tech cards that it adds. Wait, does that use the Toad Squirrel?
This one did not run the Toad Squirrel. This one placed higher than the Toad Squirrel.
I think the Toad Squirrel build is better. Not gonna lie.
I think the Toad Squirrel build is better. I just don't think the Toad Squirrel went up against as many Golden Goes.
Right.
Because I think if it would have went up against more Golden Goes.
If there just were more Golden Goes, because, like.
So it played like Wellspring Mask and Cornerstone Mask?
Right, yeah. I remember that.
Okay, next we have Piper Lepin. Piper Lepin, American player. I don't know why she has a crown next. Oh, because she has a Metafy.
Oh, yeah, the crowns for the Metafy. Yeah.
She has a Metafy. I didn't know she had a Metafy. Okay. She is the one that ran the Togepi Togekiss. She does not run the Togetic because she just runs like 2 rare candy. Mm-hmm. Or 1 rare candy, actually.
I'm so glad the Togekiss got a good representation in the world because this card is really funny and really stupid, but literally, when this card works,
it works.
You win games for it.
And, yeah, she would have won, I'm telling you. 8th place was Marco Meta from Chile. He played Zoroark. But this one played Toedscruel. A 2-1 Toedscruel line. This one also played Petra EX with the Binding Mochi to increase the Zoroark's damage to 210.
Okay.
Because if you can increase the Zoroark's damage to 210, you can be knocking out the Fezzes, I
was going to say Mew, but you hit a weakness.
I was going to say the Latios, but you're also hitting that for weakness, so...
Oh, well, then, yeah, you can boss up Fez and knock it out. Like, point being, that's still pretty cool. Because
210 HP Pokemon, you could boss up knock. Yeah. Stuff like that, you can boss up knock.
I love the Toedscruel edition. That's such good matchup coverage because Zoroark's weaknesses are just Pokemon that, like, can naturally one-hit KO. And when you run the Pokemon that prevents one-hit KO Pokemon from recycling. It's so good because they can only really like one-hit KO like one time in that game, and then struggle for a second one while you're just doing Virtuous Flame over and over again to just consistently knock them out. It's pretty cool. I like it.
So, something I want to talk about Worlds, is the Typhlosions that we saw.
Right.
You want to know how many Typhlosions went to Worlds? How many Typhlosions went to Worlds?
Was it 1?
3. 3 Typhlosions. 3 people out of 721 played Typhlosion.
And we were talking high on Typhlosion.
And you want to know something even crazier? 2 of them, half of their matches were Goldengo, and they lost all of them.
That's supposed to be a winning matchup pretty convincingly. Okay. Huh. That's interesting.
At least that's what I saw a post on earlier. So I didn't actually do my full research on that. I just did a little bit of research, but that was what I did my research on. My little bits of research on Reddit. That's what I did my research on. So Reddit could be wrong, but that's what I saw on the TCG Reddit. Was 3 Typhlosions went out of 721 people in the Masters division. I think in just the Masters division.
But like, yeah, we were talking kind of highly on Typhlosion. I think partially the reason we were talking high on Typhlosion was the Crustle that could have, we were kind of scared of the Crustle because I was like, what if Crustle just gets like a good matchup spread? And then we realized, I seen a Crustle match against Charizard, and I just think, okay, literally Charizard can like chew you. What does it do? Oh, it attacks with Charmeleon.
And then it wins.
And you lose as Crustle. And yeah, the Crustle...
It's so bad.
Crustle got destroyed. Crustle won in Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, so I guess Crustle won Worlds.
Crustle won Worlds in one way or another, but just not on TCG, which I think we're all thankful for.
Yeah.
If Crustle won Worlds, I would have been a little sad.
Yeah.
I'd be like, really? A Crustle deck? Now, you want to know I don't know why, but during work I had a crazy idea. Back on Feraligatr.
No.
Instead of a Mimikyu, you run a Crustle.
Okay, so beefier.
Beefier and its attacker.
Okay.
No resistant long. I don't know. I just thought of it and I thought it was kind of funny.
Okay.
Would you use it?
No, because I never played for Alligator.
Okay.
I played for Alligator for a year straight, and I'm going to be honest, I'm so burnt out for Alligator.
That's pretty fair. But, Crystal really... I can't even say underperformed. I think we set the bar too high for a lot of decks.
Yeah.
We set the bar way too high.
We also saw no Grimmsnarls.
Right, there was no Grimmsnarls.
You want to know why we saw no Grimmsnarls? Because we saw little to no Gardevoir. We saw one like a couple Gardevoir make top cut. And we saw
that's
one
how it
Gardevoir
is.
make top 8.
That's how it's been. Is Gardevoir is a rare pick, and it is the best
so
deck.
picking Grimmsnarl is like, okay, I'm going to pick Grimmsnarl because it's a Gardevoir counter, and Gardevoir is like the best deck in format right now. You don't see a lot of Gardevoir, so Grimmsnarl's not a good pick.
I just feel like Grimmsnarl... It's a good deck. It's a really good deck. Iron Thorns is calling, pick up the phone, put the energy on the Grimmsnarl by yourself.
Yeah.
No monkeys. But, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about Grimmsnarl as a deck, because it's like good spread, but it's not like manipulating anything like Dragapult would.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like hitting the active for like 2 turns for a knockout, and then you can like set up a next turn knockout by like weakening a benched Pokemon with the 30 damage and Frost Last Monkeys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's certainly a good deck. Like your deck runs Monkey. It's really consistent. But I will say, what does Grimmsnarl do when you place Genesect Ace Nullifier? Because that's what I do against every Grimmsnarl at our local. They do not set up.
Because they have no secret
They
box.
rely a little too much on Secret Box to set up.
Because they need their...
They need the stadium. They need their supporter to get the stuff out. They need a Buddy Poffin. But the thing is, they don't have a way to search for that stuff outside of the Secret Box. So you Ace Nullify it, and it's like, oh, that kind of sucks, huh?
That's true.
Yep. But I still lose because I suck. But whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's I think it's a good deck. But it just comes to a point of being, is it a meta deck? Because it's like, I don't really think it's meta. Just like, fits more in the category of counter meta.
Yeah.
For like just Gardevoir. Like you can counter Gardevoir. And against like decks like Crustle, you've got enough spread to still do damage when you can't attack with 180 on the active.
Yeah.
But it's like that. I don't know. I don't like it. I wouldn't run it because I don't like moving 10 damage every freaking Pokemon checkup because of Frostlass. That's just really annoying to me. But, you know, it runs Monkey. It'll be fine. I've got a little Monkey. What other decks did we not see? We didn't see Eevee Box.
I really wish we would have seen Eevee Box, but honestly, I can see why we didn't see Eevee Box.
I don't even think there was... I think I seen like one Eevee Box on stream setup in total.
Oh yeah, we did see an Eevee Box on stream setup, but it kind of cooked.
Eevee Box cooks, and I think it was definitely a good pick for this tournament.
It just got knocked out pretty early, and it was like, well...
And... I don't know, I guess when I think about it now, it's like, well, the Goldengos didn't do that great. But it was a really popular deck.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking 30% on day 2 was Goldengos. So, Eevee Box, you know, you just one-hit KO with your first attack for, like, 2 energy. And it's also setting up other energies, so...
Yeah.
It's pretty fire. Like a fire-type attacker for Goldengo. Dashbun, don't... I seen a...
Hi, Tim Danklin.
Tim Danklin, I love you, but that Dashbun, we're cooking too hard. We're cooking too hard. We're cooking too hard with the Dashbun. Tim Danklin also he ran Crustle there.
He did decent, I guess.
For Crustle, I guess. For Crustle. I don't think Crustle was the play, I guess. Oh, we're gonna say that name. I don't know.
I'm not going to say his name, but we know who we're talking about. Mr. Washed.
Not even that. Did you see Tord? Dude, Tord, like... Yeah, some of these players got knocked out way too early.
Yeah, they could have done really well.
And it changed to top 8 for
the better.
something. For something. For some Zoroarks, I guess.
Yeah, for some Zoroarks.
I don't know. Zoroark making the run like that's crazy.
For the double Zoroark top 8.
Double Zoroark, double Zard. What is this? And there was only one Gardevoir, so it's like you're not even like hitting anything for weakness. You're just there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Alrighty, well.
Wait, seniors.
Oh yeah, we had seniors. Seniors. I loved seniors for one reason and one reason only, and it's because possibly I saw for the first time my favorite version of Golden Go.
My favorite version of Joltik Box. I'm sorry, microphone. I just hit you. Actually, I don't know if that's my favorite, but yeah.
A combination of Joltik Box Golden Go. Oh my gosh. This is perfect. It fixes everything. Well,
it's
funny.
I wouldn't say it's better than normal Goldengo.
I would say it's better than normal.
Ooh.
I would say it's better than normal.
Ooh. You do have Boss Amp. If you can fit Boss Amp in any deck, your deck could cook. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I think. Look, you got turn 1.
That turn 1 Jolting Charge.
Turn 1 Jolting Charge. That's kind of iffy, right? But then you got amp. Then you're just amping. You're amping your opponents like Monkey Dories. Your opponents like just basic one prizers. Or they're stage 1 prizers that have like 90 HP. Dracloaks.
Dracloaks, Curlias, Monkeys, Frostlass.
Yeah, really anything that's just a one prizer, you're knocking
Screamtails,
out.
Driflooms.
Driflooms.
The whole gang.
And let's say they're on the verge, like let's say they're like, you're like, okay, you've done your work, hands. We have 2 prizes left to take, and you know what? They barely have anything on board that we can knock out. We're out of bosses. Or you know what? We're not out of bosses.
There's nobody on the bench that can be amped.
There's no one on the bench that can be amped, and there's no one in active that can be amped. But I have this funny card in hand, this funny supporter, and I haven't played supporter per turn yet. And there happens to be a steel energy attached to my Goldengo. Penny. I'm gonna penny that hands that's in my active. Take that 4 energy, and I'm gonna put that Goldengo in my active spot.
And then play Superior.
Get some energy out of my discard. You know, get that energy back in my hand. I now have an upwards. Let's just say I got 2 energy out of my discard. I now have 6 energy in hand. That's enough to knock out a Guardian. Well, that's almost enough to knock out a Guardian. But I'm running enough energy in the deck that I should have enough energy in discard, or in hand, or in deck to search out with the Gimme Ghoul and not Gimme Ghoul. The Goldengo that are in debt or in my bench and stuff with the coin bonus, I should have enough search to find energy searches like Earthen Vessel, Superior Energy Retrieval, Lavincia, stuff like all of this energy search, or just energy in general, to get enough to knock out this Gardevoir that's in active or Gardevoir that's on bench. And I'm running like Prime Catcher or something, because honestly, I don't see Charlie. I think it's better to run Buddy Poffins and Nest Balls.
I think that I see that because Arven still gets the capabilities.
Yeah, I think it's better to run Prime Catcher.
Yeah, probably.
So you could just search out, and you just draw into these energies, and you're like Penny, and they're like Penny. You put that Goldengo in active. They've got like Drifloon in active. Let's say you're going up against Gardevoir. They got Drifloon in active, and they're like, huh? You're going to knock out my Drifloon? You start coin bonusing, start drawing your cards. You have just enough energy in hand because of your Penny and the energy that was on hands to knock out this Gardevoir. You got Prime Catcher in hand. You pop down that Prime Catcher. Boom! Gardevoir's gone. You win the game. Game of the century, because Joltik Box Goldengo is amazing.
That might be like I would probably say,
this is the best off-meta deck.
What would you say Denko Joltik Box is the best Gardevoir counter?
Oh, yeah.
Because when you think about it, the Goldengo is really good in the Gardevoir, and the hands and everything good into not Gardevoir.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Over Grimmsnarl, the Zoroark, the Zard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. As a fellow Joltik Box enthusiast here speaking, that boss hand everybody for 7 packs of Desert Rivals, I could say this deck cooked. I love it. However, I don't think...
Could have gone first if you had Gravity Mountain. Should have played 2 copies of Gravity Mountain.
Probably should. I'm going to have to deck change that. I'm going to probably give it a Picnic Basket. I never use that.
What? You're playing Picnic Basket?
Yeah, for Grimmsnarls.
No one plays Grimmsnarl.
That's the thing.
Well, I guess 2 people are playing Grimmsnarl. You just didn't run into them.
Yeah. I also didn't run
Actually, only 1 person.
I didn't run into Okie Dokies.
No one was... Or there was only 1 person playing Okie Dokie.
No, there was 2.
Were there?
Yeah, there were 2.
Okay.
I really didn't want to run into either of them.
Okay. Point
That's scary, but whatever. Yeah. I remember another thing. The guy, I guess, who like invented this deck for the Japanese player who invented it, also was at the tournament and also ran that deck. And he had that Penny play that caught our attention. I was like, whoa, that's kind of fire. That's kind of fire.
Hold up.
That was pretty peak. But we also seen that deck win Seniors Division over at Worlds. And that match was actually kind of intense. Did you see the superior energy retrieval in the deck being upside down?
What?
The superior.
Oh yeah, and he got a match loss for it.
Yeah, he got a match loss because it was a 2-prize.
He still won.
DQ, and then you just had 2 prizes left, so the other person won. But then he just won the next 2 games with it. So like,
peak. It was like, oh my
that was
God,
a good match. That seniors match was good. It was really good. I love that. I love that deck. And it makes sense, because when you play Joltik Box and you don't hit boss or Pokegear, you cry. You just cry. You cry yourself to sleep. I can't take my 2 prizes.
But with Goldengo...
With Goldengo, you're going to draw into one of those eventually. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, so you don't need to worry about it, because you have so much draw on bench.
It's like, wow, let me draw into boss or Pokegear or Arven or Prime Catcher from coin bonuses. You're probably going to hit one of them.
And
like, come on.
Latios, right?
Yeah, you run Latios.
So, you have that free retreat, so, yeah, it's just bonkers. It's so bonkers.
You've got the free retreat for the hands of the Joltik, and you air balloon your Dengos. Everything on your board has free retreat.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And you're running the Pika?
Right. The little Pika right there.
Oh,
you
Worlds was insane.
So that
Juniors division was not as exciting. I think it was like a Charizard versus a Dragon Ball. It was not that exciting.
I mean, Charizard that far, that's good.
Yeah. It was also Juniors division. There were a lot of Charizards in Juniors division.
Yeah, I think NAIC, it was... NAIC for juniors was also like a Charizard Ditto, and it was like the siblings, yeah, I remember that. The Charizard's pretty popular with the juniors, it seems like, and the seniors...
It's because it's easy.
Well, maybe they should start running Joltik Box with Charizard.
Low-key, that would be kind of fire.
The Zard powers up the hands, we attack with the hands, we use Pidgeot to get me a boss. I put Heavy Baton on my hands, so when it gets knocked out, I can put it on Zard. Max Belt on the Zard, we do damage because you knocked out hands. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Kind of fire, but whatever. Maybe just use like Prism Energy instead, and you can also just use like a Monkey if you want to.
Yeah.
Because it's Monkey.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Lots of interesting decks came out of the tournament, and I want to see more of these new decks, like the Dengo Joltik Box. That's pretty cool. Zoroark, let's see seeing if Zoroark does any better with or without Toadscruel, and Charizard with the Dusknoir line.
Yeah, which makes so much sense, by the way.
Perfect synergy. Just perfect synergy. I seen one of the Charizards use Mezgoza.
Uh-huh.
Which is just like, okay, you could just Pidgeot for a rare candy. Mezgoza, if Mezgoza hits, you get the Dusknoir. But, yeah, like, the tournament had some pretty cool moments, really, really good moments, and really good decks, and all that, and a fun tournament for pretty much everybody. Now, we have the Smash players.
Yeah, now we have the Smash side. Also, I would like to point out that you got earnings in TCG first, and I got earnings in Smash Bros. First.
And I'm a Smash player, and you're a Pokemon player.
So
we should swap.
Yeah.
that is kind of funny, though. But, yeah. In Smash Brothers, for us folks out there, we have Supernova that recently ended. Probably the biggest tournament of 2020. No, I'm wrong. Kagaribi was a tournament. I'm stupid.
Supernova.
Yeah, no, it was Kagaribi. Kagaribi was the biggest tournament of this year.
No, it wasn't.
But this one's pretty big, too.
Supernova was bigger.
Supernova was a P tier.
P tier?
So.
Penis tier.
Not penis tier. we had a Supernova. We had a really interesting cast of characters and players make top 8 here. For Supernova top 8, the winner of the tournament was Mia, which I don't think many people were expecting, but
High Game and Watch.
I think it makes sense why Mia won. He's got a really good head-to-head against Dormigi, who got second place and was the favorite to win a tournament. And
I wanted Dormigi to win.
There were 2 other people I wanted to win in the top 8 that we'll get to. We had Hurt over here in 3rd place, featuring the secondary Sonic pick against Dormigi, who beat Dormigi in that winner's side set. but the loser Dormigi in the losers finals. So that's interesting.
Okay.
We had Spargo in fourth, losing to Dormigi, if I'm correct.
Okay. Didn't he lose to Peanut to get sent to losers?
Yes, he lost to Peanut.
Yeah, that was I loved that match.
And I will say, I remember last podcast, you didn't really like Peanut because it wasn't Peanut.
Yeah.
But the second you seen him pick Mega Man,
oh yeah,
your heart changed.
We were sitting in VC, and I was like, "Ew, it's Peanut," and then he picked Mega Man, and my heart switched. It's like a switch just went.
Oh,
Mega
Man?
Man! Oh, Mega Man! Oh, I love Mega Man.
And then he beat Spargo like the craziest ways ever.
Oh my god, it was so amazing. I love it.
Some of the clutchest games ever into like a crazy dominant Game 5.
Yeah. I used to main Mega Man. Not hard Mega Man.
I want to play Mega Man, not gonna lie. I've been watching Peanut's VODs for a good while, and the more I watch it, the more I just think, dang, this character's kinda cool. But he's very difficult, but man, it makes it look so good when you win with Mega Man. But we also had, sharing a fifth spot with Peanut, we had Onin, who Peanut also beat in a 3-0 fashion.
Thank you, Peanut.
Peanut also went Game 5 against Mia, who won the tournament. Which, like, could I just talk about how, not good that matchup is for Mega Man? And the fact that you managed to Game 5 that against the best of that character and one of the best in the world? Peanut's just him.
Yeah.
He's just him. Like, I don't know. And we had Odin here. Odin made a crazy good run. Kind of sat at a just really smooth pace the entire tournament, getting like good upsets and not really showing like any downsides of like stopping. And then Peanuts at fifth. We had Syrup hit 7th place, which I'm not really surprised on. What I am surprised on is, man, I think Syrup could have easily gotten 2nd place.
Yeah.
But because Peanut beat Spargo and Syrup played in losers top 8. Yeah. And Spargo's only lost to a Steve once, and it was Syrup, but then immediately after that set, Syrup lost to Spargo 0-3. So, Spargo knows a Steve. And unfortunately, you lose to that. Now, I think, right here, the run of the tournament here was Jazzo, who had one of the craziest runs I think I've ever seen in a Smash tournament. This is a crazy losers run.
I was watching Jazzo. Oh my god.
For reference, day 1, he loses to a Yoshi player who was seeded 226th. That's an upset factor of 6 that early on. That does not do your mental well. But then you have another 1 win, 2 win, 3 win. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 set losers run to make top 8 from losing in day 1. This is crazy. This is one of the craziest losers runs I think I've ever seen in a Smash tournament. And that pop-off against Rafflo was emotional as hell. His set against Onin was peak cinema.
Isn't that the one where you got the weird combo? Like the
up air, uppy?
Yeah, up
yes,
air,
sir.
Like, oh my god, that was so...
Man, I love Jaws. I'm so glad Ken made top 8 at a tournament. This character cooks people. Like, this character makes you look like an...
Secondary. Did he not secondary anyone?
He has some secondaries, but he's pretty much a Ken diehard. There's been times where he's went like Kazuya or Sonic in like those matchups where it's just like, man, I don't want to go Ken.
Okay.
But with Ken the entire bracket, which is crazy because Ken's been perceived as a pretty mid character.
Okay.
Being outshunned by Ryu recently because of just how the meta shifts from more zoning and consistency, which is literally the opposite of Ken. Ken is not zoning, all aggression, and all your combos are inconsistent and specific. I love to see it.
He almost against Onin.
Yeah, he almost beat Onin. Like,
man, imagine if he would have beaten Onin.
He would have fought Dormigi then, and I would have loved to watch that. That would have been peak. But yeah, this Jazzo run, I love that. I love this.
Did Onin end up fighting Dormigi?
No.
I just
But yeah, like this Jawza run, it's good to see an FGC main do good in today's tournaments with Riddles retiring. And with a character like Ken, that's pretty mid, so I'm all down for it. I love that. Next up, we have Peebnut's run right here, which upset the Spargo, 3-0 Onin, then you go game 5 with Mia, and then you do lose to Spargo in losers quarterfinals, but you still got that game win there for a clean 5th place. I wouldn't complain. Like, Peebnut's had a crazy upcoming recently.
Seeded 15th, got 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good placement, I would say. That's really good placement.
Peebnut has, for the longest time, Peebnut has just, Peebnut's been like a diehard Mega Man, like, ever since day 1 of Ultimate.
Okay.
Just Mega Man. And just recently, like, maybe like a month ago, he won his first major. And now we have this Peebnut run right here, which Mega Man stocks on the rise, because there was another Mega Man, like, doing a pretty good run, MPG, who we all thought retired, or it turns out he just like, I'll show up to Supernova, and then just like made like top like 64. It's like, oh, okay, he's him. Pretty cool. Next up we had,
hey, it's T.
It's T. This is the guy I wanted to win the tournament, and
he did not, because
he lost to Base Mage.
The Jigglypuff, by the way.
Pretty roughly. Like, it just like. Pac-Man Jigglypuff is supposed to be like one of Jigglypuff's worst matchups, like by far.
Yeah.
And this really.
He went Kazuya that match though.
No, he went Pac-Man.
Why does it say Kazuya?
There isn't character data reported. I don't know why. You see how it's like grayed out?
Yeah.
There just wasn't character data reported, but we watched it.
Okay.
It was Pac-Man.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, man. I hate to see my go out like that. It was so rough.
And then he fought Sparkle.
Sparkle, Pedia is a pretty notable player of this tournament.
Peta, yeah.
I mean, you look at that seed and you see what he.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Peta, yeah.
Peta, yeah.
You see that seed and then you see that placement.
Ooh, 160 seed of 164th got 25th. Nice.
It is Kazi had a crazy run, and then the tournament ends to losing to Light.
Okay.
Honestly, I love both those players. I can't be mad that he lost to Light, but whatever. And then if you can look at this guy's run that Kazi was talking about, beating Sparkle, Hyper Kirby, Mudace, and Kurama, and a bunch of upsets right then and there.
Nice.
It's pretty crazy. All just shy of making a day 3 appearance. Pretty freaking good, losing to the other Kazuya though, the Goat T.
Yeah.
You know, T had to show him what's up. But like we also, after all that Supernova, we also during, or I guess before, we have the Lumi rank showing I think it's top 50 or maybe like top 100 players right now. But there was a couple notable things right here. From the list we have Dormigi number 1 to Raru number 12. Right here.
Okay.
We have Dormigi's in first, which a lot of people were surprised about. Or it was weird. I think for the top 5, it could really just be anybody to be first. And when you look at Dormigi, he just had the most consistent results. Didn't really get upsetted by anybody majorly and placed high at every tournament. Which, I mean, he was seeded first at Supernova, but you got second. That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Second place was Akola, the guy who won Kagaribi, the best Steve player in the world. Pretty much Himothy right now.
He also plays Pithra, so.
Right, he does have that Pithra. Mainly uses it every now and then, but it is a Spargo counter pick. Just because beating Spargo with Steve is like impossible. Next up we have Hurt here, and Hurt being third place is really impressive because he was banned for a majority of this season because of the modded Switch incident in Kagaribi.
Yeah.
I think for this placement, like you not being able to play at the biggest tournament ever and a lot of other big tournaments, still get thirds pretty freaking good. Next up is Mia, who's also just like one of the Japanese players that can pretty much win every Japanese tournament, but comes to the States and kind of struggles until he did just win Supernova. So maybe times are going to change now. So we'll see how good Mia does. He also has the Steve counter pick right there that we occasionally see. 5th place is Spargo with the plant. The plant's been cooking everybody recently. We've seen a lot of people lose the Piranha plant, and I love it. We've seen a lot of stuff come out of Spargo. We've seen him lose to Steve. We've seen him beat top players of Plant. We've seen him versus Peebnut. Like, recently it's been crazy for Spargo. And then we have Zamba, who is kind of just Mr. Consistency. Doesn't really misplace his seed by too much. And I think at Supernova he did misplace his seed, but it wasn't by a lot. And, like, considering the upsets and, I guess, the bracket just differences, whatever. It's fine. Now, at 7th place, we got Tweak. Who's retired. He's retired and somehow...
retired?
Yes. Retired and somehow still made it on 7th place because when you get 4th place at COD...
replace Tweak with Landon.
I'd be down for that. Scrubbed out, put him right there. We got Tweak right there. Retired, 4th place at Kagaribi. 4th place at the tournament after Kagaribi. I don't remember what it was called. Maybe like Kowloon. Was it a Kowloon? I'm not for sure. But whatever. Tweak's results have just been so good. He beat Dormigi at Kagaribi.
Okay.
In a matchup that just seems not favorable at all for Diddy Kong. And has been a Diddy Kong main for like the past 5 years. Then we got Sonics right here, who's, him and Spargo, Shiny Mark are like the Wi-Fi grinder horsemen of, I guess, rankings currently. All pretty much emerged from Wi-Fi and then became top players. And, the days of Coinbox are over of, like, Spargo Sonics Grands, like, every week. You could see that. And Sonic still got really good results to back up the 8th place finish right here. And someone else who's got really good finishes is Onin. The best player in the Midwest, which is where we reside, making a 9th place on the Lumi rank is nuts. He's had so many good runs. He won a S+ tier tournament, the Kowloon after Kagaribi, which was his best. I don't think it's his best one. I think his best tournament was Super Smash Con in 2022, and he still got it. He still got that dog in him, man. Next up is Shuton. I don't know why. I just know nothing about Shuton. Do you know anything about Shuton?
He plays Olimar. That's all I know.
I know I see Shuton. I just don't... I don't remember anything about Shuton. He's good. He's got Olimar. He's the only Olimar right there. Still playing Olimar. Only Olimar... Oh, there's him and there's Candle. And there's a different Olimar player in Japan that I forget the name of. But...
Olimar? Probably.
Big Olimar fan, yeah.
Yeah, big Olimar fan, 119.
That right there is the top 10. But at 11th and 12th, who I think we could have seen make a top 10, is Syrup, who has been having immaculate runs left and right, making like grands at like a lot of major tournaments. And you make grands every major tournament, but you will just kind of lose to Spargo and some other players, so... We'll see how far that goes. And then we have Raru, the leader of the Luigi Renaissance right here, making Luigi look like just a character that decides, I feel like I don't like the way you're looking at me. I decided I'm going to hit you with a forward air and you're going to die for it. Sorry.
Or I'm going to hit you with
down throw,
down B, down throw,
down
up
B, down throw, down B, down throw, up B, down throw, reverse jump, option select, up your special reverse upbeat or back air.
I'm gonna hit you with down throw something.
Yeah, regardless, I'm going to hit you with down throw. You're going to die some way or another. That's pretty much how Luigi is. But honestly, I kind of like this top 12. There's a couple of picks outside of the top 12 that I'm kind of just like iffy on, like the Wrath placement. Now, Wrath got 5th at Kaguribi. And do you want to know where he's at on the rankings? He's at 40th. 5th place at Kaguribi, the biggest Smash tournament of all time. 40th on the rankings. 40th. 4-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not doing too well.
I don't know. I still feel like he should have been way higher. Like, you had such a good run at Kaguribi, and in the rankings, he went down. Like, it's his best year, like, by far, his best, like, sessions of tournaments ever. And you go down?
Yeah.
I don't get that. I really feel like he should have been higher, but I don't know. I'm wishing. I'm coping. But yeah, that right there is our Lumi rank. What else do we want to talk about?
So let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about ourselves. We've talked about everything else going on. Let's talk about a little bit about ourselves. So, Trenton, I'll call you by your first name. Trenton, how have you been?
I've been doing pretty good, I guess. Spent a little bit too much money on Pokemon cards, but we don't really talk about it because we got the Fez SAR. So
Fez SAR. I saw that. I was there for that.
We have the Fez SAR and we got the Eevee pouch.
Did get the Eevee pouch. That the Fez SAR. Is the Fez SAR still in the Eevee pouch?
No, I have it in my slabs. My slab.
Okay.
It's not on the deck. It's not on the deck yet.
Okay. I'm gonna kill you.
No, it's not going in the deck. It might go in a deck if I really want to have two decks at one time, both having a one of Fez. Yeah. But yeah, we had a really good time yesterday. You know, at Next Level Games, over in Muncie. We had how many people were even there?
Enough that there were 5 rounds.
Yeah, it was a pretty good sized tournament. They watch partied all of Worlds while we was there and hosted a Pokemon tournament. And we was
decent pricing too.
Decent pricings.
Actually, really good pricing.
We took Zach down there. You played Gardevoir.
I hated it. Worst experience
with the jelly.
Again, worst experience of my life. I'll never do it again.
We're back. A little emergency from the.
Dick will have to resync everything, but it's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, he'll have to cut everything and then resync it, but it's fine.
Next Level Games, we had a good little watch party, good little tournament there. You running Gardevoir with the jelly.
Yes.
We took Zach down there for his first tournament, running my old Ancient Box build with Miracle Headset, because why not?
He went 1-3-1. 1-3-1. He didn't do too bad for his first tournament.
Yeah, no, I think it was very, very fine.
He just needs to grasp the concept of how to play more.
Right. I think if he didn't really see the options he had, I think
we need to coach him.
Yeah. I think there were a lot of times where I would just see like he had Artisan like there, and you could just totally get like Dunsparce out just because, and he just didn't. I was like, man, you have Artisan right there. Let maximize your options.
Yeah. But again, yeah. So Next Level was fun. I enjoyed it. It was very fun. It really I haven't really been having fun with Pokemon recently. Going to Pokemon tournaments with my friends. And, actually going to Pokemon tournaments where it's, people actually show up and have fun with it and aren't trying to, necessarily win, I guess. They were obviously trying to win because there was a winner stamp Pikachu on the line.
Yep. But
they were still having fun with it.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen people play Okie Dokie. I mean,
yeah, there was an Okie Dokie. That was amazing.
If you want to play Okie Dokie, you're gonna play Okie Dokie and have fun, and you can also do good with Okie Dokie. It's an okay deck.
There was also a decked out Okie Dokie with art rares and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty fire.
There was the guy who won it was playing Typhlosion.
Typhlosion with the Dracloak and Dragapult.
Dude, I kept accidentally saying stuff to him, and I sounded like I was high.
What?
Like, he was trying to watch the screen, and I was standing in front of the screen, and he was like, can you get out of the way? And I was like, what'd you say? What'd you say? Because I genuinely couldn't hear him because it was so loud in the room. He's like, I'm trying to watch the screen. And I sounded so stupid, bro, and I feel so bad. I sounded autistic.
I acted autistic when I played him. I was literally shuffling for my deck, and I dropped like 5 cards from my deck. And I was like, oh my fucking god, hold on, let me pick them up.
I was fighting against him, and I was just like, well, I'm playing Gardevoir, so obviously I'm going to sit there and look through my deck. But I just like stared for a solid like minute straight, and he's like, are you good? And I was like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do?
Oops.
But yeah, so he was a fun guy. And then the other guy was playing, I think he was playing I think he was also playing Gardevoir. There were 5 Gardevoirs there.
Yeah, there were a lot of Gardevoirs there.
Trenton barely got to work, by the way.
No, I still had like 10 minutes. It was enough for me to get like my Arizona green tea.
Yeah.
So, we're good.
That's still barely getting to work, buddy.
It's fine. And I blame the Gardevoirs for going to time.
I went way over time.
Yeah.
I took 10 minutes per turn.
I couldn't imagine that. I played Joltik Box. My turns are pretty simple. My turns are pretty much.
Boss, hope I win.
Do I hit anything that can gust up anything for Amp, or do I hit anything to Topaz Bullet you? But what was your? Also, another thing back on Zach. I really like he used my my one of Fluttermane in the deck.
He did. He used that a lot, actually.
I like it. It's one of my favorite tech cards in Ancient Box.
Yeah.
What was your record was
2-3.
2-3, no time?
No ties.
Okay.
Went 2-3, no ties.
All right, and then I also played down there, and I got third.
Yeah, buddy over here with
Joltik Box.
Got third.
Got there. Most like I don't know. My round 1 was a Joltik Box Ditto. That was definitely an experience, and pretty much the person who can Jolting Charge before the other kind of wins.
Yeah.
Which I got my Jolting Charge first, so you could probably guess how the rest went. I amped up their Joltik. I boss amped Joltik, and they couldn't Jolting Charge the game. So it was kind of just like, all right, yeah, I just win this because unfortunately, when you're playing Joltik Box with no Joltik, it kind of doesn't work.
Yeah, I could see how that would be a problem.
Yeah, but it was fun. You know, somebody
we were gonna take John with us. John was a previous host. I don't know if anybody remembers him from episode 3. Episode 3. He was a previous host. We were going to take him with us, but John's a sleepy boy.
He's sleepy boy. He go. Unfortunately.
But
oh well.
It's okay. It's okay. Everyone needs their beauty rest. I don't worry. I slept like 4 hours before that too, so it's fine.
And then I think after my round, I played. It was.
You didn't play any Gardevoirs, did you?
No, I played 2 Gardevoirs.
You played 2
after the Joltik Box, I played against another Gardevoir. And the match pretty much just went as I got my Jolting Charge. Well, I never won a single coin flip this entire tournament, but I was always able to Jolting Charge before they were set up.
That's weird against a Gardevoir.
Yeah. The Gardevoir player I went up against kind of just went as, like... Let me see, it was... They TM'd Evo 2 times in a row with a Monkey Dory in the active.
TM'd Evo?
No, Evo.
Oh, Evo.
They Evo'd 2 times in the active, and I just amped up Monkey. Yeah, we amped the Monkey, and then they went up Gardevoir, and they did spread damage onto the Pikachu because, of course, you
want to break that Pika.
Want to break the Pikachu. And then they played a boss to they bossed up the eel, so it was kind of just stuck there, which kind of sucks. and then use Scream Tail to hit my Iron Hands. And I needed like 2 other prizes, and here's where the funny.
Bro. Oh no, I know this. I hated this.
I'm like,
when he told me this, I genuinely wanted
to
bang his head.
As a Joltik Box player, I don't have a functional brain. I top deck, I don't really got much here. In my brain, I'm like, man, I don't really got much here. I've got some energy, I've got a hands, and Arvin, Iono.
Arvin, mark the Arvin.
And I'm like, I could really go for a Prime Catcher right now, but I don't know how to get it. I
wonder how. I don't know.
I got two. Gamble everything that I own on an Iono. Shuffle the deck, cut the deck, draw 2 cards. I hit Prime Catcher, yo! Now, my friend Sai here made a very good point that I guess I couldn't comprehend at the tournament at the time. That I could have just played Arvin for the Prime Catcher. Because the Gardevoir had 10 HP left over from the ability that Monkey Dory didn't cover, and I could have Topaz bolted it, but... You know...
Did he knock out your hands?
They knocked out my hands, yeah.
Okay.
But we Iono'd and we hit Prime Catcher instead of Arvin. But right, we won.
You could have even searched Vitality Band too.
I didn't need Vitality Band. They were already at 10 damage.
Yeah, but if they weren't, then you could have gotten Vitality Band too.
No, I cut Vitality Band. I did just cut it for.
Okay.
I think I cut it. What did?
Oh, wait, it was Nicole that was playing Vitality Band, that's right.
I know, I used to play Vitality Band. What did I cut for it?
Anyways.
I think I cut the... What did I cut for Vitality Band? I forget.
Guys, he's going insane.
Picnic Basket.
Oh.
Yeah, Picnic Basket.
That's weird, okay.
I really want Picnic Basket. It's good.
Okay.
But yeah, we had that, and I won against the Gardevoir in probably the stupidest fashion ever. But, I mean, 2 card draw from the Iono, but we won.
Okay.
Going on to the next match, Raging Bolt. This is a pretty good matchup for Joltik Box, especially when they use the Owls, which he did use the Owls. But here's the thing. There was only so many Owls that I could amp early game before I get outpaced. So, I had to think. I could do Pikachu chains with my Eel. I do Pikachu chain, play Crispin, use the Eel, have Pikachu set up pretty consistently right here. That's the plan. We're gonna tandem unit, get it out, and my Eel's prized. And a Pika's prized. And Fez is prized. That's not fun. So, yeah, it was kind of just unfortunate. I couldn't really do anything. I had to pass a turn, like, at the very end game, and then he got everything set up for a knockout on Pikachu after it got damaged a little bit. So, it's kind of just like, man... If only I had that darn Eel. If only I had the darn Eel, it would have been so much better.
This is why you should run a 2-2 Eel.
2-2 Eel, more Gravity Mound for the other match we'll get to. Then, and that was first loss of the tournament right there. We go up against another Gardevoir after that. And their opening Pokemon is Clefairy, which is pretty good for me, because that's a pretty bad liability to just have there, because you can't Penny Joltik Box. Not Penny, Clefairy Joltik Box. No Dragon types. So, I do what Joltik Box normally does, but going first because I lost every coin flip this tournament, and...
Did you flip the coin at all this tournament?
No, they flipped the coin.
You should have you should have flipped the coin at least once.
Okay. Well, I every time I said tails too.
You're a bum TCG Live player.
I don't. I don't care about the coin flip. It's a coin flip. I do care what happens, but it's like I can't care to like change it because what do I do?
And it's like gonna land heads.
What if I say heads and it's tails? Then I just feel stupid.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stick with tails. The coin decides if I jolting charge first. But we're going against Gardevoir. They have a Clefairy in the active, and it's not looking great. I don't really have anything right now to set up on my turn 1. So it's like, damn. All right, we're gonna have to really. We gotta get a tandem unit and some luck. Top deck. Thank God it's Ultra Ball. Thank the heavens Ultra Ball was there, but I had to discard energy for it. So that kind of sucks. So we get the Ultra Ball, we get the tandem unit, we grab ourselves a Hands, we grab ourselves a Pika. We don't grab Joltik yet. We don't want Joltik just yet against Gardevoir because they could just monkey the Joltik before I get it. So we just do that. Then it's their turn, and they just research like their entire hand. TM Evo 1 Curlia, and I'm like, what? Okay. Sure. My turn goes. And I think it was kind of just like a Crispin to retreat where I was with the active, go into Joltik, and do a tandem unit. We tandem unit for Joltik, look through there, Fez's prize again. I mean, that's fun. Yeah, we're just going to Joltik charge, get up all in the hands because your setup seems bad. They do a draw. And it's kind of just... They attack with Drifloon.
Is there a Gardevoir set up yet?
They rare candied a Gardevoir and then attacked with a Drifloon. So then... No, they attacked with a... No, I think they attacked with Clefairy.
Oh.
And then... That was that turn. But they had a Screamtail with a Bravery Charm on the bench. And I needed to, be like, alright, we gotta get rid of the Screamtail.
You can take 2 prizes if you had...
Arven.
Yeah, because you need...
I've got Arven in hand. So I play Arven, Prime Catcher, Future Booster Capsule. We get it up, we amp, and we take 2 prizes. Next turn happens. I don't even remember what they did. Gosh, what did they do? My hands was still alive after the turn. That's all I remember. And then I just boss amped a freaking monkey. And then it was their turn. And then they knocked out my hands. But then I just had Crispin on Pikachu, and then just Topaz bolted the Clefairy, and then that's game. That's the matchup. We're currently 3-1 in the tournament right now, and then game 5. God damn it! It's Ethan's Typhlosion. I don't like this matchup very much. This definitely not a good matchup for a Joltik box. Nor is my deck really suited well with the type of build I'm going for against it. So it's kind of just like, wow. Can I win the coin flip? No. We lost all the coin flips this tournament. What's my prizes? Oh, Fez is prized again. Because Fez really likes sitting in the prizes this time. And I blame Zach for that. Zach has got some evil prize energy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, trust me, I know.
He prized 4 Ultra Balls.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of want to do that again as an ancient box. But, whatever. We're playing against Ethan's Typhlosion.
Now, if you're running Joltik box correctly, you should theoretically win that matchup.
It's like one of Joltik box's worst matchups on Limitless. If you look at win records.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like the Gravity Mountain Future Booster should win you that matchup.
You don't run enough Gravity Mountain. Nor can you search because you don't have, a draw engine for the one
guess,
of Gravity Mountain. And if you really want to run 2 Gravity Mountains, it's like, do I cut Earthen Vessel?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut Earthen Vessel, but sometimes it's like, yeah, kind of got to. I don't know. And I do run a lot in Joltik Box. Like, I have the freaking Genesect in there, which I don't know if I would like it. I never used it Genesect this entire tournament, so I might end up cutting it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And pretty much I don't really remember what happens. It's kind of just like, unfortunate just circumstances, because I can't knock you out. And if I do, I think most of my knockouts were just like Topaz bolts on like single prized Ethans. Until I was able to Topaz bolt one Dragapult that he evolved because I had Gravity Mountain.
Yeah.
My one Gravity Mountain right then and there. But then he bossed up my Miraidon and knocked it out. So it's kind of just like, alright, that's game. And that's tournament run. 3rd place, Joltik Box.
Not terrible. Not terrible.
Yeah.
It is Joltik Box, so not the best deck in format right now.
Yeah.
It is a pretty good deck in format right now.
The Ethans player that I lost to got 1st.
He did.
And the Raging Bolt that I lost to got 4th. So, yeah, it was alright. 7 packs of Destined Rivals. We opened it. What did we get? We get 1 Nidoking EX. Okay, whatever. Resealed packs. Don't care.
You can't just call them Max Bottles packs.
They're not resealed. I'm sorry. It was a joke. But, I mean, at that point, I would have just kept it sealed if I knew it was just 1 Nidoking in there.
Kept it sealed and sold it? No.
I don't like keeping sealed product.
I don't like keeping sealed product?
I don't know.
So let's talk about my tournament run.
Yeah.
Okay. My tournament run basically went like this. First round, I fight a Gardevoir. I smoke this Gardevoir.
In the Ditto.
In the Ditto, I smoked this Gardevoir. It was basically, they had 3 prizes left. I had no prizes left. It was pretty much back and forth knockout, but I was set up before they were. I had more energy and discard before they did. They had like no energy and discard, and I had like 7 energy and discard.
That's another thing. Against the Gardevoirs I played against, they could not get energy in the discard pile.
I did not realize how hard it was to get energy and discard as Gardevoir.
Yeah, like you don't run a lot of energy.
No, you only run like 7 to 8.
I know, and it's like you run a lot of research, but what I do against Gardevoir is I have a dice and I count how much energy is in their discard pile. I also do it for Ethan. Like I count how many Ethans were used. There's like 4 Ethans, just 4 on the dice.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing for the dice, and my dice went to like a max of like 3 against the Gardevoirs. I'm just like, only 3 energy. Okay.
So basically, they had no energy. I wiped them, right? Second match was a who did I fight second match? I don't remember. It wasn't Nicole. Nicole was my third match.
Okay.
My second match was the Typhlosion player.
Oh yeah, you also fought.
My second match was the Typhlosion.
Did he ever
player.
use the? No, I guess he wouldn't use it.
He discarded the Dragapult though. He
Yeah.
did discard. So I did see the Dragapult. So I knew he was playing Dragapult.
Did he use Dracloak?
He did use Dracloak. I hard targeted that Dracloak. I'm gonna be honest. I hard targeted that Dracloak. I did not want him to have a draw engine. I confused the active Typhlosion, and then I started hard targeting the draw engine. Because I saw that he had all Ethans in discard, and I was like, okay, I know you have no Typhlosions in hand. Because you have an energy attached to your Quilava, and you have 2 energy attached to your active Typhlosion, but you're not retreating into your Quilava, so you don't have a Typhlosion in hand. So if I just start hard targeting your
only
draw
Typhlosion
engine,
and target draw engine with Screamtail.
well, he was confused, so he had to roll a dice to attack. So if he kept rolling tails and I kept targeting his draw engine, then he wasn't going to draw into his other Typhlosion to retreat and attack.
Yeah.
For a guaranteed attack. So he was just going to have to keep rolling to attack. So I was just sitting there with my one prizer targeting his one prizers. I was up in the beginning of the game. I could have won. I just made a stupid mistake of promoting Screamtail and then eventually attacking the active Typhlosion. And
And I realized after I attacked the active Typhlosion that he had Night Stretcher in hand, and then he just Night Stretchered out the Typhlosion.
Ah.
And I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot that Night Stretcher was a thing.
Did you counter catch your Brave Bengal, your Gardevoir? Yeah, that sucks. He has a very good build, though. Yeah. I do like his build.
So, then we had third match, which was against Hands, which I lost.
The other Joltik box.
I lost.
I'm telling you, Joltik box is good in a Gardevoir.
The only reason I lost is because she got to flip the script into Crispin Blood Moon.
Right, Crispin, yeah, she uses Blood Moon.
She got the Crispin Blood Moon off of the flip the script.
Maybe I should use Blood Moon. It would have won me a few games if I used Blood Moon.
Yeah.
I don't have a Blood Moon, though, so womp womp.
Yeah.
Well, looks like I'm using Tortuga instead. Ooh!
Shush. Shush your mouth.
Tortuga respect button.
Shush your mouth.
Okay.
Nobody likes Tortuga.
What?
And it has to evolve, so.
What? That's
But
rude.
yeah, so I was doing extremely well. She had nothing to attack on board. Pops down the Fez, flips the script, Blood Moon Crispin, and like I'm always going up against your Joltik box, which has no Blood Moon in it.
No Blood Moon.
So I'm not used to the Blood Moon coming out with the Crispin to attack.
Yeah. My Joltik box build's weird though.
Yeah.
It's got Eel in it.
Yeah.
No Clefairy.
Well, Azul's build doesn't have Blood Moon in it.
Oh yeah, his is a very basic Joltik box build. Like it's got Iron Leaves. I got rid of Iron Leaves in my deck.
I don't know. But point being, I wasn't ready for the Blood Moon to come up, and she also had Counter Catcher.
Counter Catcher?
Because I had I don't know. It was a weird prize count, and somehow she was able to knock out a 2-prize. Oh, I had Lily's Clefairy active. And she had knocked out a monkey, and then with the hands, and then knocked out like a Drifloon with the hands or something. Something weird. It was a weird prize trade. And somehow she had 2 prize cards left. I had 2 prize cards left, and she had the Blood Moon ready, and she knocked out my Lily's Clefairy. Because my Lily's Clefairy was inactive from knocking out the Galvantula.
They usually got to get the Galvantula?
It was crazy.
It sounds like you weren't even playing against Joltik box. It sounds like you were just playing against not Joltik box the entire match. Like Blood Moon and Galvantula?
Yeah.
That's like the 2 non-Joltik box cards in Joltik box.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
Fourth match, I played up against Isaac. Or not Isaac, sorry. Isaac with the Worlds. My bad. I played up against Ben.
Ben, the other Typhlosion player, who was using Zoroark as a draw engine instead.
Yes. I did beat him. Or
No, you
no,
didn't.
I lost to him.
To the one script that flipped the script.
Flipped the script because I cut him into boss.
Yep. You listen, I don't think it's a good idea to cut the deck into boss. That's all I'm saying.
If I would have cut him to boss, would have won. I would have won. I would have won if I didn't cut him into boss.
Yeah.
Because he had Fez on bench, and I had Screamtail. So I would have won. So.
But the Fez and Scooby says otherwise.
It's whatever. It's whatever. And then fifth match, I played up against Atticus, which is his son. He was playing... This match was so stupid. He was playing Dragapult Charizard. He won Seniors Division, only because he was the only senior there.
Ooh.
I jealous-ant locked him the entire game from a ball thing.
Wait, how do you jealous-ant locked Polt?
He couldn't get candies.
Huh, I mean...
And he couldn't use Ultra Balls. He couldn't use Nest Balls. He couldn't use anything. He couldn't flip the... Well, he couldn't use Ultra Balls, Nest Balls, anything to get his Fez to flip the script after I knocked something out. There was no way for him to, like...
Draw.
Yeah, there was no way for him to do really anything. So I would just, I'd keep searching my deck for ways to get, just consistent knockouts. It was amazing. And I had Lily's Clefairy out on the board, so...
And I was like, man, you really want to get the Dragapult set up? I've got a Lily's Clefairy. Boom!
Oh, and I had Bravery Charm on Lily's Clefairy, so...
What?
Because I knew he was playing Dragapult.
Oh, yeah, you could... Yeah. No Dusknoir line in that.
No Dusknoir line.
Okay, then yeah.
So I knew that if I put Bravery Charm on it, then Dragapult's not hitting for a one-hit Oko now. So if he brings up a Dragapult, he's not hitting for one-hit Okos. I can just return Oko it.
Yep.
Busted.
Gardevoirs. 2-3.
But, not even that. Milo's Clefairy wasn't even inactive. Jellicent was inactive.
The entire freaking game. The jelly.
And he didn't even bring out a Dragapult at all during the game. I was just taking one prize Okos on Charmanders and Dracloaks.
That's stupid.
But yeah, so that's how my tournament run went. I went 2 and 3. I don't know what placement I got, but
If you look at the Play Pokemon app, you can probably find out.
really.
Maybe. Yeah. But we had a pretty good tournament experience. We all got some fire packs. A little Zach, you thinking about building Zoroark. He had a really good prize pack. Got Badoo, and Reshiram, and some Dark Energy for the Zoroark. So yeah. Another thing I just thought of when I was working yesterday. Remember that card that Zach was talking about from his prize pack, Bianca's Devotion?
Yeah.
What if I ran that in Joltik Box?
For what?
Pikachu.
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking about that actually.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, Pikachu's Resolute Heart puts it at 10 HP and then you fully heal it. Yeah, I was.
And it reactivates Resolute Heart, and if they don't have like I don't know. I don't know how many Biancas I would put in a deck. Is my thing.
4 and then Palpat. Wally's Devotion all over, or Wally's Determinate, or what is it?
Wally's Compassion.
Wally's Compassion all over again. This is Wally's Compassion Venusaur Hero's Game.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a Hero Escape on Pikachu. That's a stupid idea. We're not doing that, but yeah, I've got some ideas I have for a Joltik Box. I don't know how good they will be, and I don't even know if I'll act on them because, quite frankly, I might just keep running the build I'm running until it stops working. And it's working right now, so I'm just going to keep doing it.
Yeah. Maybe you'll get first at next week's next level if you go. If you go.
I might do Claim the Crown.
You might do Claim the Crown.
We'll see.
You get better payout on Pokemon, apparently.
Yeah, but it's just in packs. And then I open the packs and I lose all my money and I feel bad. I did get from the packs 2 Sudowoodos. I like that card. That card's funny.
Okay.
It's a really funny card. I want to put it in a deck. I just don't know what deck. Maybe Dragapult.
Okay.
I might actually put it in my Dragapult deck.
I don't even know what it does.
It retreat locks for a fighting energy.
Okay.
And then for 2 colorless, you flip a coin, and if heads, you can copy one of the active Pokemon's attack. That's kind of funny. It's really situationally good, but that's really funny.
I like the retreat lock. That's kind of funny.
Like, you boss someone up, retreat lock them, and then next turn, you're going to see, let's see if I can copy their attack and just nuke them. And then if you hit it, it's so funny.
Blood Moon? Copy?
Hey, you can retreat lock Blood Moon, and then just, boom! Retreat lock somebody else.
Ooh, and it hits Blood Moon for weakness. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't know. Tord used the Sudowoodo. That's what really got me on the Sudowoodo.
Yeah.
I think it's a funny card. It's like one prize Wellspring for a couple of decks that use Luminous.
Yeah.
I like it. I really like it.
Well, what else do we have to talk about, Trent and Bleaky?
We got something about. Oh, I got a little top.
We've been going for about 2 hours now, I think.
Oops. I don't know. There's something I want to talk about though for Smash. For down at Supernova, they did some ruling changes to Brawl in Smash 4.
Okay.
In Smash 4, they outright banned Bayonetta. And in Brawl, they
banned Bayonetta
banned
Smash 4?
They banned, straight up banned. You cannot pick Bayonetta.
Oh.
That is the first ever character ban. Like,
okay.
legitimate ban at, like, a high tournament for a character ever. And for Brawl, they did a rule set change to where if you pick Meta Knight, your opponent can go whatever stage they want. And you cannot ban stages as Meta Knight.
What? Any tournament legal stage, though, right?
Any
Stage.
That's the thing. If you pick Meta Knight, you are saying, I will pick the best character in the game, but you have full control over what stage we're going to go. And there are stages that Meta Knight kind of just will suck at. And that's the entire point. But it is still Meta Knight. And I don't know how Brawl ended up, because I didn't really keep up with it. And I wouldn't be surprised if a Meta Knight still won, but I could see a Meta Knight, not win. What? Oh yeah, there was Melee. Zane won it, and Melee kind of just went pretty much how you'd expect.
I like Hungry Box. He's my favorite.
He got third. It was pretty good.
Good.
But for Smash 4, with Bayonetta banned, Rosalina and Luma won over in Smash 4. Yeah.
Rosalina and Luma?
Apparently, there's a Smash 4 player who mains Rosalina and is finding tech in Smash 4 still with Rosalina and used it for Smash 4 grants. I like that. And it really made me think, what about Steve? So, for Brawl's top 1 and Smash 4's top 1, they've been stage banned.
Yeah.
Locked from stages, or just banned outright, which was both thoughts that the community had thought of for Steve. Like, let Steve have no bans, or make certain stages that unfavor Steve, to where Steve has to ban the bad stages so your opponent can have a better stage against Steve matchup. Or, just ban Steve, which that's a thing. But it's never really went into full effect. But I thought of it, what do you think happens to Steve?
What do I think happens to Steve?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's really weird. Because there was the whole Onin situation where Steve players carried. But Steve isn't winning everything. And that's weird. Because for every other game, like their top 1 is kind of just winning every tournament. But like in Melee, Fox isn't winning everything.
If you don't know the Onin situation, go look it up on Twitter.
Go look it up on
or on X.
On YouTube, Hungrybox made a video on it, and Eve Isu. The Hungrybox video is like an hour long. If you don't want to watch the whole video, Eve Isu's got like a pretty shortened video that explains it all. That's all there. But I think Steve, it's in a weird spot for nerfing. There has been talk of doing the in-game debuff on specific characters on Steve, but then it actually turned out to be better for Steve because
I say we should make Steve start at a higher percent.
You could do that.
That was a joke. I was joking. That was not me being serious.
Okay.
That was just me.
The original plan was you could debuff Steve to make his combos all of his attacks just do less damage and less knockback. But it turns out it's better because up tilt on the blocks actually results in more damage because of the less knockback.
Yeah.
So we can't really do that. But there's been talks of using specific stages of formations,
Great Cave Offense.
Use the Battlefield Omega version, so it's Final Destination layout, but because of the minerals, since they're all different, Steve is actually not going to get minerals that he generally wants.
Okay.
I don't really know how you feel about it. Because Steve is top 1, of course. No character in this game is going to be better than Steve forever. Nah.
Really?
Sonic kind of fell off, man. I don't know.
Mega Man.
Peak, but I don't know. Do you think anything changes to Steve? Do you think the community could ever implement a rule?
Well, did the community have an impact on Bayonetta and Meta Knight? And Smash 4 and
Right.
Brawl?
For Smash 4, the community loved it. They said the reception was really good for Bayonetta being banned.
So...
But the thing is, Bayonetta was winning every tournament. Because Bayonetta was just
Steve's not winning every tournament for Smash.
Yeah.
For Ultimate, I guess. For Ultimate. So, I don't see why people are complaining so much about Steve. Steve is like, okay, I see Steve getting results, but I also don't see Steve getting results. Like,
Yeah.
as much as people say Steve is getting results.
Like, Steve did win the biggest Smash tournament of all time, but second place was Luigi, which we consider to be a mid-tier for the longest time ever. I mean, I really just feel like any character in this game can win, especially like when you look at players like Spargo deciding to use Piranha Plant and beat Sonics with Piranha Plant, beating MK Leo with Piranha Plant, beating Light with Piranha Plant, beating Crepe Salé, Mezcal, like all these top players of Plant. And I think another thing I remembered was the tier list does exist, but the spot difference from Steve at the top to something like Dr. Mario really isn't that far.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to Ganondorf, that's a different situation. Ganondorf is like an outlier. It's like Ganondorf and King Dedede, you're like, they're kind of bad, but they're still not bad. But then you look at characters like that are like kind of next to them, and it's like, well, Doc is kind of good. I get hit once by a combo and I take 50, it might just die to the next interaction.
Yeah.
Pill zoning and his recovery sucks, but like, he hurts. He hurts a lot.
When Doc is on stage, he's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
As soon as you...
Like Little Mac on stage, this character is so annoying, and if there's...
As soon as you get him in the air, though, not dangerous.
You get him in the air, your platform camp him, or block his recovery, there's wins. But Steve is top 1 in a game where he still has noticeable weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like the blocks is like his entire game plan, but characters of big range can kind of just hit him through the blocks, like Sephiroth, Cloud, Shulk, not Min-Min. Min-Min's arms will get blocked by the blocks. But there's characters where they're...
That pierce through the blocks.
What?
There are characters that pierce through the blocks.
Yes, they pierce through the blocks just because that's how their move works. It's got big range, it goes through the blocks. And Steve is like, okay, Trapper and Zero to Death. But for Zero to Death, he's super slow.
Yeah. Extremely slow.
He has like the worst movement speed in the entire game. And some of his best moves aren't even like benefiting his game plan.
Yeah.
Like Minecart and Anvil are kind of just moves that he'll do. And it's really easy to just win against that interaction. A lot easier than you think it is. A lot of people see that interaction as he minecarts because it's strong. If he minecarts and you like spot dodge or evade it, you won that interaction because he just wasted iron. Is what he's been doing the entire game is getting iron for the minecart, and he just wasted it.
Yeah.
So then he's gonna go back into the corner, and you're gonna pretty much know when he goes into the corner because he wasted iron. He wants to get the iron back. Now's a good chance to try and hit him or fake it out and mix. I think the community might do something with Steve. I could definitely see the stages being changed around.
Okay.
Not even just for Steve, because I think this game does need a different stage list. The stage list really sucks, and it's kind of just lazy. It's kind of just like Smash 4 stage list, but we got rid of a couple stages and added other stages that just seemed okay. And I think...
Give me Wario Land.
WarioWare...
Or WarioWare, yeah, WarioWare. Give me WarioWare.
I remember there was a Hungry Box and a Coin Box where it was just WarioWare the entire time, and turns out WarioWare's got some pretty freaking close blast zones that make characters like Bowser Jr. Zero to Death characters.
Oh.
So, I mean, maybe. But I think a topic that I would like to see that doesn't necessarily nerf Steve, but buff everybody else. Final Smash meter.
Oh, yeah, because Steve's Final Smash sucks. Because it turns off blocks, it turns off mining, it turns off crafting, it turns
off
all of his new...
If Steve gets Final Smash, he can't mine, he can't build blocks, he cannot press neutral B unless he wants to whiff a Final Smash.
Yeah.
While buffing lower tier characters like Zelda, who has one of the best Final Smashes in the game, to become a pretty good character now.
Yeah. I think Final Smashes would be so funny and competitive.
And you look at like the top tiers. The top tiers don't really have good Final Smashes besides Snake. Snake's got a really good Final Smash, but you look at Sonic. Sonic's Final Smash sucks.
Yeah, and you're getting rid of Spin Dash for that?
No, you would get rid of homing attack.
Oh, the honing attack. He doesn't even use honing attack, does he?
Some Sonics use homing attack, but sometimes Sonic players SD with homing attack. So I think it's safe not to use it. So it might actually be a buff. But I don't know, whatever. Game & Watch has the octopus that it exists. I don't really remember exactly like what it'll do, but you can like pick up an opponent
he picks
and
him up and then you can walk him off stage.
I think it's like percent. Like if you're at like
you can mash out of it.
You can mash out of it if I'm correct at low percent. So it's like high percent to kill under, which is like whatever. Every other character gets good Final Smashes. It's like the kind of the thing that you do for this. Ganondorf has a projectile now.
DK up throw Final Smash.
Yeah. I feel like Final Smash meter is a good idea. I don't know. It was a topic, and the coin box also did that, and we seen Peach do pretty good because Peach's Final Smash is pretty freaking good.
Off stage Final Smash.
No, they fall asleep. So.
Yeah. So you throw them off stage and then you Final Smash, and then they fall asleep and they can't recover.
No, the way they used it was just in neutral. I want to win neutral. Final Smash. I win neutral now. I heal up from the Peaches, grab a turnip, do my Peach combo. You might just die or take 80, and that's the thing right there.
Yeah.
I want to see Final Smashes utilized more. There's so much cool stuff with Final Smashes that the Smash community just like didn't really look at, and I think I want to see a tournament. I want to see a big tournament in person with Final Smashes again. Because it's really cool. Or like a major tournament, do a side bracket of just Final Smash.
Yeah.
I want to see it. Because I think it could fix the game. Where it would naturally nerf Steve. And it would make a lot of lower tier characters just better. Little Mac would get a pretty good Final Smash, but
he loses neutral special.
Listen, I think Little Mac up tilt's his best. Little Mac up tilt's the best move, even considering Final Smash. Little Mac up tilt too good. Better than KO Punch. Little Mac up tilt is better than KO Punch.
Little Mac up tilt combos into KO Punch.
Exactly, and it also combos into literally up B platform extensions to where you just like force your opponent onto this plat and then that plat and then you hit him again and then you just up E them. Only died at 30. Yeah. KO Punch can only do that after Little Mac gets bullied the entire game. You can just do whatever you feel like it. And it's safe on shield at the back hit. It's a good anti-air because Little Mac is literally like laying on the ground and swinging the arm up. So he's low profiling stuff, and that's Little Mac up tilt. But what do you think about the Smash meter thing? Do you think that could see like anything?
I think you could see some play. I would enjoy seeing that. I think I would enjoy seeing a Smash tournament with Final Smash meter.
Yeah.
Not Smash Ball.
Yeah, the Smash meter.
Smash meter. I
It
think
is.
Smash Ball would ruin it. I think Smash meter would be good.
Oh yeah, because a Steve player could just like build a wall with him and the Smash Ball and just like camp the ball. That'd be stupid. But yeah, Smash meter. I want to see it. And it is weird. There is like a comeback mechanic built into it where I think if you're like down 3-1 stocks, you do just spawn with the Final Smash, which could create some like iffy situations that people don't really want. But overall, I think we try it. We should try it like a few times, see if it works, get community feedback, and then we'll see what happens there. And it would be nice to see Final Smashes finally be used in competitive Smash. It's never been like that. It got introduced in Brawl and then it was in Smash 4, but never used it. And we're kind of at a late time for Ultimate, but we should try it at least once. Yeah. Like, this game's almost dead already. Let's just try it once. I don't know. That's my thought about that. And I think that we'll kind of just close the podcast because we don't have any questions, unfortunately.
No questions.
Mickey J doesn't have any questions,
yeah,
and I'm
Mickey
sure
J
he also wants us to end the podcast. We've been going for a pretty good while.
Yeah, how long have we been going?
2 hours and
Yeah, longest milk.
That's one of our longer episodes.
It's longest
Is
episode.
that the longest episode? I was gonna say I think we've went longer.
No, I think the last two we reached like an hour 50.
They're usually around like just shy of 2 hours.
Yeah,
Well, it's probably going to be like 2 hours and 5 minutes because the first like 10 minutes just cut out.
Oh yeah, there was that and the Incineroar.
I
But
paused it during the
They got
incident.
apart, so that didn't count.
oh, okay. So I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Alright.
If you've stayed, good job to you.
Thank
You're
you for giving us watch
official
hours.
Milk Fridge fan. If you've stayed it this long,
you get a badge. Well, you know what? I will make a badge and I'll post it on our post, or I'll have Milk Fridge make. I'll make someone will make a badge for you to be able to print out on a piece of paper, and you can tape it to your shirt.
I survived Milk Fridge episode 9.
Yeah, I survived Milk Fridge episode 9.
But I'm gonna say y'all ain't ready for episode 10.
Yeah,
Ain't
you're
nobody
not.
surviving
No one's-
episode 10.
Yeah, no one survived. it.
Not even me or Sai.
I might die episode 10.
Same. But yeah. Thank you for listening, watching, or listening, watching, having it on in your backgrounding, something like that.
Bonering.
Not. Nah. Like if you like, comment if you want to comment anything,
Commenting.
commenting,
Yeah. thank you for
likening,
commentating.
subscribing, all the good inning.
Yeah, all the good inning.
But yeah, that'll be it for me.
Make sure if you have any corrections for any of our Pokemon stuff, leave it in the comments down below. We
Oh,
want to
yeah.
know. We want to know, and we will correct it next episode. So leave it in the comments down below. We will correct it. We promise.
And we will watch you.